Hello, my name is Kevin Concalix, and today we're going to talk about a very simple concept: goal setting. Yes, I know. You already heard a lot about goal setting. There are 101 ways to make a goal. Some people say make a goal that is reasonable. Others say make a goal that is so big that it scares the pants off of you. There is a lot we can talk about. However, I want to present to you a very specific goal method. No. This is not the SMART method: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely. The main goal method everyone talks about. Whoopee. Today we're going to talk about goal setting to the now. This is more of a top-down approach, which is a very cool way to look at goals. It is designed to give you bite-sized chunks that you can do right now to achieve all your goals. I get it, guys. Talking about goals can be a little intimidating, a little far-fetched. But have you ever asked yourself, what is it that you want? If you did, then have you asked yourself, how will I get what I want? I know it's crazy to think about goals after saying all that. That is why we are here today, together, to go over goal setting to the now. We will go over the specific method a little later after we talk about goal setting, so stay tuned. Why would you want to set goals in the first place? Well, first, it provides clarity, gives you direction, a target, something physical to understand. If you aim at nothing, then you will hit nothing. One of my favorite things to say is, aim for the stars and land on the moon. Hey, guess what? Did you know from here to the moon is still a very far away place? It's amazing. Once you have clarity, you can start to make decisions that align with that goal. You will start to craft a vision for your life. This vision will pull you down the road you've been seeking all your life. Goals also increase your motivation. Now you have clarity. This will transmute into motivation. Now what you're seeking is no longer a fantasy, something energetically riding in the wind. It's now a vision. With this vision, you will start to get motivated to attain this vision and make it a reality. It's amazing. You can make tangible decisions to get close to what you always wanted. This increases your motivation. Hey guys, goals also help with your time management. This goal, which we now call a vision, it will start to lay out what is important to you and what it is not. It goes back to making the decisions that line up with this goal. You can stop wasting time on items that are no longer serving you, no longer motivating you, or no longer in line with what you want to achieve. Everyone gets the same 24 hours in a day. No more, no less. It's up to you on how to spend your time. Are you doing a good job spending your time? Ask yourself. Really ask. Are you more in a negative mood or in a positive mood throughout your day? Are you doing more things that bring you joy? Or are you cursing up a storm mostly? Think about it. Truly think about it. Goals help with your self-discipline too. In the personal development field, discipline is a very hot word to talk about. It's true though. No one is going to build that business that you've always been dreaming about. No one is going to work on that relationship with your significant other. Only you can put in time and energy to build or do whatever your imagination conjures up. Achieving a goal takes self-discipline. You need to tell yourself a command, then follow through. It's that simple. The only way to achieve your goal is by giving yourself a command about getting closer to it, then following through with it. Remember, your word is your bond. This includes the bond you have with yourself. Don't disappoint yourself. Follow through. Develop self-discipline. More times you follow through, easier it will become. Guaranteed. Lastly, goals will help you measure progress. This is a big one because depending on who you ask, you cannot trust your own mind. There has been a lot of scientific studies that show that the human mind makes up memories. Truly. Most of the time, what you thought was not what happened. It's a crazy thought, but it's so true. You must understand that people will always be people. So many times, I heard people say they did X, Y, and Z to obtain their goal. I'll ask them to write down how many times and what they did and the time they spent on it for a few days. Every single time, they come back showing that they only put in a few minutes into a single activity to achieve their goal. This is always a mind opener for everyone. Goals help you measure where you've been and where you are going. This lines up with everything we spoke about before. It feels amazing when you have heard proof that you've been making steady gains to your goals. It does amazing stuff. Now that you understand goals and the reasons to have them, let's talk about methods to achieving our goals. I'm not saying this is the best way and the only way and everyone must do it this way. I'm just giving you a perspective on one method of achieving goals. We call this method the goal setting to the now. We will look at a big goal you will hope to achieve one day and work our way into the present moment, giving actionable steps to do to achieve what you want. The first step is to have a someday goal. What is the one thing I want to do someday? This is the main goal you wish to accomplish. This can be anything from financial independence, building a business, getting married, anything. Sit down and ask yourself, someday, what do I want to do? Next is the 5-year goal. This is based on the someday goal. What's the one thing I can do in the next 5 years? So looking at your someday goal, in the next 5 years, what do you hope to achieve that will get you closer to your someday goal? Next is the 1-year goal. This is based on your 5-year goal. What's the one thing I can do this year? Look at your 5-year goal and come up with a goal you can achieve in the next year to get closer to your 5-year goal. Next is the monthly goal. This is based on your 1-year goal. What's the one thing I can do this month? Start to think what you can do in this month that will set you up for success, that will help you get closer to your 1-year goal. Remember, there are 12 months in a year, so you'll be doing this on the monthly. Next is the weekly goal. Based on my monthly goal, what's the one thing I can do this week? What can you do this week to get you closer to your monthly goal? There are 4 weeks in a month, so think this one through. Next is the daily goal. Based on my weekly goal, what's the one thing I can do today? You can do something today that will set you up for your weekly goal. And finally, guys, the last one is right now. Based on my daily goal, what's the one thing I can do right now? Ask yourself, what can I do right now? Right this second to get closer to my daily goal. As you can see, this is a top-down method. It's a great way to start thinking about what you need to be doing in the long term, mid-term, short term to get to where you want to be. So what we are going to do next is to go over a couple of examples on how you can apply this. In this example, we'll be using financially independent as our someday goal. In order for me to accomplish this, I want to have multiple sources of income in the next 5 years. In order to have multiple sources of income, I want to have at least one revenue stream or side hustle making me money in the next 1 year. In order to do this, I want to put action into a revenue stream or side hustle in the next month. If I want to put action in one revenue stream, then I want to have at least one revenue stream or side hustle I want to seriously try out in the next week. If there is one revenue stream or side hustle I want to try out, then I want to research a revenue stream or a side hustle every day. If I want to research every day, then I need to start to grow my mindset in the way I think right now by reading, listening to inspirational audios, and by studying. When you put a goal down in these small bite-sized chunks, it's not as intimidating as it sounds. Now you have a roadmap, a blueprint on what you need to be doing to get what you want. The more I talk out loud, more excited I am getting. This is fun, guys. Let's look at one more example, okay? This time we'll be looking at relationships. Someday I want to be married. So in 5 years' time, I want to be engaged with someone. In 1 year's time, I want to be living with someone. In a month's time, I want to be in a relationship. So on a weekly goal, I want to put myself out there and meet new people. In order to do that, then daily, I need to work on becoming the person that other people would want to be around, aka the person I was meant to be. Finally, to be that person, I need to grow myself by reading, listening to inspirational audios, and studying. If you have not noticed, most goals start with one thing: yourself, the way you think. I will be posting more videos about this subject, so stay tuned for that. Until then, you can apply this method to any goal you have in your mind. Remember, what you can see in your mind, you can hold in your hand. Truth, guaranteed. This is it, my friends. We covered a lot of information about goal setting and how to set goals with a proven method. I'm excited to see where everyone goes from here. Until then, This is Kevin Concolics signing off.